Hello, this is Cyan. Welcome to Pokemon Emerald Genesis. For those of you that have played Pokemon Emerald, this will look relatively familiar. It's pretty much just the same game, but there's been a few changes. Like, there have been Pokemon that have been added from later generations, there have been moves that have been updated to Gen 7, a couple custom moves, which actually seems kind of cool. I think there's one custom Pokemon that's been added in, Vespaladin. It's part of the Combee line. Combee evolves into Vespiquen, but if it's a male, it'll evolve into Vespaladin. A little bit stronger base stat total. So, without really any further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get right into the game. Pretty much starts out the same. Start out talking to Professor Birch. I'm not going to read all the text. Again, it's pretty much the same in this sense. We do get the option of boy or girl. I'm going to go with a boy. I'm going to use my old channel name, Cyan. Since that's kind of how I start my videos anyway, I still refer to myself as Cyan. And as you can see, everything's been decapitalized as well. A lot of really nice quality of life improvements. Your mother's still abusive enough to put you in the back of the truck, though. But we do have a day-night cycle. It's also worth noting that my keyboard might come through a little bit. I'm playing this as a ROM, obviously, on my PC. I don't have a controller that works anymore. So until I get one, there's going to be a little bit of keyboard sound, possibly. I'll try to keep it as minimal as possible. Although the spacebar is my A button, so that's going to be kind of loud. It is currently 5:30 in the morning. Everything's there on my desk. Kind of a hint to always check the PC. There's almost always going to be a free item. And as you can see, we are playing Emerald Genesis version beta 2.1. This has actually been out for quite a while. I know Hilsey is working on the next beta. A lot of stuff coming out from what it seems like on the Discord, which I will have linked down in the description below. I'm especially not reading the text just because the intro video would end up being way too damn long otherwise. I accidentally double tapped the A. I always do. Don't actually need to go all the way up there. Speedrun strat. First introduction to the rival. Now I'm not going to save state or save game or anything to try to get good EVs, IVs, perfect stats, nature, whatever. I'm just going to go for it. Now we do get the same options, Treecko, Torchic, Mudkip. Personally, I'm more preferable to Treecko, so I'm going to select Treecko for this. I believe it's a 2-shot knockout. Oh, maybe not. Worth noting, I have a female starter. That's actually pretty rare. I don't know if that's been changed for this ROM hack, but in Vanilla Emerald, that is very rare. It's a 12% chance of getting a female starter. I can give it a nickname. I'm gonna nickname it something dumb. Oops. Grass. Upper. Super original, Grass Snake. One of these days, I'll stop double tapping A. See, the first game I ever purchased on my own was actually Pokemon Emerald. I bought a Game Boy Advance SP and Pokemon Emerald, and I bought the Prima guide for the game. And Grass Snake was actually the name I gave my Trico when I first played the game. Just stepping inside, so that's my last quote-unquote save space. It's also worth talking to this person, and you'll see why in a sec. Normally, they just give you a potion as they show you what the mart looks like, but this one gives you a Scouter, which is very useful for people that like to play a little more professionally. The Scouter will show you your Pokemon stats, EVs and IVs. My IVs aren't really anything to brag about, except the defense is the highest it can be. It's a scale of 0 to 31. The EVs range from 0 to 255, for a max total of, I think, 512, I believe. As you can see, I have one speed EV because I beat a Zigzagoon, which gives you a 1 for speed. I think it's every 50 levels you'll really notice the difference in terms of how your Pokemon stats will increase as they level up. At level 50, I think it's like a plus-ish. If you have a max EV, I should say, at 255, you're at level 50, you should have around 20 to 30 more points, I guess, in that stat than you would if you were not specifically raising for EVs, and at level 100 it's around 50 to 70. It varies depending on the Pokemon, as it does with all Pokemon. IVs also give you a bit of an increase as well. My headset volume is a little bit loud, I'm going to turn that down. I do want to fight some Pokemon just to get my level up a little bit. I don't want to just power through at level 5. Seedot. I don't think Seedot's normally here on this route. Yeah, the intro for most Pokemon games is going to be pretty much the same for all Pokemon games. It's just spam the same attack over and over again until you get some level ups. And there we go. And there's a level up. No new attack though. So I'm gonna go ahead and level up until I'm probably level 10, and I'll get back in with you guys shortly. Oh, different music here. Running into an Eevee. I guess that's a different sound for an encounter based on the fact that I ran into an Eevee. A rare encounter. I don't have anything to catch it with, but still worth pointing out. And I learn Absorb. And there we go, we're at level 10. Those are my stats currently. Decent speed, somewhat okay special attack. No new moves though. But I've used up most of my power points for like all my moves, so I need to go heal really quick. Something that you can do though is look at the scouter, and you can view all the EV changes that have happened. Pretty much everything on the first few routes will pretty much give you one. Again, this isn't really as noticeable until you start leveling up further and further down the line. But pretty much every Pokemon that you'll come across will have a different EV value, which is beneficial if you're trying to raise specific stats. I also want to point out, I have a Jolly Nature with the ability Effect Spore, so that's also been changed. Effect Spore is not the normal ability, I believe it's Overgrow. At like a third health, your grass type moves get powered up. And you can also see that I have a slight boost of speed and a slight debuff with special attack. That's basically what the Jolly Nature is plus speed minus special attack. Not terrible, actually. Having a really good speed Trico is really good. Special attack, I would rather it was defense or special defense, but I still have an attack that's unmodified, so that's very useful. And now we can go face our rival. I'm level 10, I don't really think I have anything to worry about. Plus, if you're smart enough to remember to grab the potion at the beginning, then you really don't have any struggle with this. Sending out Torchic, which has been leveled up by 1. Usually it's level 5. But I got a one-shot, so I don't have to worry at all. Critical hits do 2 times the damage, and it also ignores any buffs that the Pokemon might have given itself. Conversely, at the same time, if you give yourself some buffs, it actually ignores those as well. I can't wait till I have the running shoes. The movement speed in this game, after having played, even after playing Phasmophobia, if this seems slow after that, that's saying something. But after playing like Diamond and Pearl on my phone for a bit, the movement speed is especially slow in this. So here we get the Pokedex, which gives you all of the information for Pokemon. He's also talking about some stuff here, the Dex scan, which I'll go over that in just a sec. And we also get some Pokeballs, so now we can actually start catching some Pokemon if we want to. And once we get outside and start heading north, our mother will stop us and give us the running shoes. The most OP item in the game, no cap. Now I can run around. Well, I can try to anyway. Here we have a Shinx, which is very much a different Pokemon from what you can normally find in Emerald, as it's a Gen 4 Pokemon. And it has Intimidate. Nice. It's also worth noting Shinx happens to be the first Pokemon that I do want to catch, so I am going to attempt to do so. It wasn't too bad. Its fur dazzles if danger is sensed, and it flees while it flees while the foe is blinded. The extension and contraction of its muscles generates electricity. Give a nickname? Sure. Nope, that's not the one I want. Cat. I always come up with the most original nicknames, obviously. Now we can proceed with the rest of the game. Normally if you try to leave, that guy in the side of the screen with the glasses will stop you because he tracked some footprints, only to realize it was his own footprints because, you know, he doesn't have a Pokedex. So, speaking of the Pokedex, Pokedex is relatively unchanged. You can see all the different Pokemon that I've already encountered. I encountered Eevee, Sentret, Shinx, Ladybug, Trico, Torchic, Poochyena, Zigzagoon, Seedot, and Wingull. So already I've got quite a wide variety of Pokemon that you can find on the first few routes. As you can see, Wingull is pretty much spammed everywhere, as is the case with Wingull. I'm actually rather curious about Eevee, where the location for Eevee is located. If it's just the beginning or if it's located everywhere in the game. A few spots. North of Oldell and north of Rustboro, it looks like. No caves or anything like that you can see. And the Dex Nav. So I'm currently on Route 102. It'll tell you all the Pokemon that you've seen, and basically what Pokemon you can see here. There's 3 other Pokemon that are located in the grass on this route that I have not seen yet, so I can try to fill that in if I wanted to. And in the water, if you're using Surf. Which, I think there's water right up here. Yeah. I'm an official Pokemon trainer. I'm licensed by Nintendo, apparently. Youngster Calvin sending out a Shinx. Level 6 female. Doesn't stand a chance against Grass Snake, though. I do plan on leveling up my Shinx. I'll probably do that off camera between episodes. Being currently level 4, I believe, is kind of low level in terms of my level 10 Trico. I kind of like just powering through a lot of the trainers at the very beginning. I'm gonna skip this guy for now. One thing to note also is trainer Pokemon will give you more experience than wild Pokemon will. So if you do want to level up Pokemon, saving some trainers is kind of beneficial for you. And with this, I should get to level 11. There we are. Again, a +2 speed. And I learned Quick Attack. Priority move, always useful. Now, has that actually been changed at all in this game? Pound is 40, Quick Attack is also 40, so it has not been changed, but you do have a priority attack, basically. So if you have a Pokemon that's faster than you, Quick Attack will attack first, usually. Then up here we can get some berries, some of our first berries in the game. 2 Petra Berries, which recovers from poison. Then we have 2 Oran Berries, which will recover 10 HP. Then you can skip pretty much all the trainers except for the first one on this route. Poliwag. So that's a new Pokemon. And a level 5. But it's a water type, so you don't really have a ghost of a chance here. Yeah, I don't have anything to worry about. $55 experience points, though. Almost as... Well, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Help me further my career. Poliwag almost, I think, gave a little bit more experience than Eevee did. Eevee was giving me 52 experience, and that one gave me 55. I use Quick Attack, sure. Critical hit. So even though Zigzagoon used Tail Whip to lower my defense, if it was to use a move and it got a critical hit, it would actually completely ignore that defense being lowered. Using Shroomish. Yeah, I'll toss in Cat. See how well it can fare. Level 7 though. Most of that sent it in for the Intimidate. But it does have Effect Spore, so I'm pretty much setting myself up for extra damage by using physical moves. And I guess I don't really get to do that much damage anyway. I'll switch out, still get the experience for my Cat. Sunspore. So I'm paralyzed without even having to worry about the Effect Spore. So Paralysis will cut your speed in half, but I do have Quick Attack, so I can still get the first attack if I need to. And another critical hit. I'm getting lucky with these. Usually it's kind of a trope that when I'm recording, I don't get any critical hits and my opponent gets them all. Although that seems about accurate. Paralyzed and can't move. I'm still paralyzed. But Shroomish is only gaining 1 HP at a time, so I don't really need to worry. Although without the Absorbs, I'm pretty sure that would have been a knockout. But I got it in the end. And Cat grew to level 5. Plus 2 speed, good attack, good speed. But I'm still basic evolution and I'm still low level, so it's not really anything to boast about, obviously. Found ourselves a potion. As you can see, it's daytime in the game, which means it is now 6 o'clock. I'm gonna actually heal really quick. So yeah, this game has what's known as RTC, which is a real-time clock, based on the time in the real world, which will affect the time in the game. Actually, that's pretty much what RTC is you have a real-time clock. While the time changes in the real world, the time in the game will also change. And as per that, the day-night system will also modify as well, as long as you don't use the speed-up function of your emulator, which I have one. I think it's this one? Yeah. Speeds it up a little bit. I think it speeds it up by like 250% or something like that. As long as you don't use that, your RTC will stay fine. So this is our dad, apparently. Look nothing alike. And here we meet our second rival. Pretty much this is the tutorial phase where it teaches you how to catch a Pokemon. Nothing really important considering I already have a second Pokemon. I already understand the mechanics of the game. And here's Ralts. Now I'm pretty sure that even though this isn't an actual real encounter for you, the trainer, I'm pretty sure that Ralts still gets added to your Pokedex as seen, so that pretty much puts it onto the route for the Dex Nav. And yeah, usually what you want to do when you're catching a Pokemon is just lower the HP. If you can inflict a status that doesn't lower HP further, that's also usually pretty good. Sleep and freeze are the best. Paralysis is also pretty good. You also usually want to have more than just one Pokeball if you're trying to catch something, because it can still break free sometimes. However, in this, it's a guaranteed catch rate. In this, I mean by the tutorial, not just the game. So here he's pretty much telling you that you want to head to Rustboro City, fight the gym leader, and collect some badges. And you can fight him, the gym leader of this area. Leader Norman, man in pursuit of power. And we get stopped by Scott, creepy man. Yeah, he pretty much just insults you there. Says that he's searching for some talented trainers and that I'm pretty much wasting his time. Or that he's wasting our time. I think that's a trainer I can avoid. He's following me. Quick little shortcut so you don't have to walk through the grass. Some more berries too. 2 more Oran berries. And 2 more Pecha berries. And the Pecha berries are kind of useful to grab early on because you're going to be heading into a forest where you're going to encounter some bug types, which have a chance of poisoning you. Looks like I can skip you too. And we made it to Petalburg Woods. I think this is a good stopping place for the first video. If you like the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you dislike it, go ahead and leave a dislike. Again, I'm going to leave the link to the Discord for this game in the description. Go ahead and check that out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.